I am Mrs. Patil VV, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of English. For VA Special English, there is a paper, English Novel. So today we are going to see a general topic which is related to this paper, Rise and Development of English Novel. See, English novel is a very important part of English literature. It refers to the novels which are written by novelists who were either born in England or those who spent considerable part of their life in either England, Scotland, Northern Ireland. English novel these days has become very popular form of literature. See, there is a difference between short story, novelette and novel. See, English novel, as I told you, refers to the novels written by the writers or novelists born in England, Scotland, Ireland as well as Wales. See, there are certain similarities as well as differences between short story, novelette and novel. See, as the title suggests, short story is a story which is short. Novelette is a short novel, and a novel is described as a very long or lengthy narrative in prose. So, as due to the magnitude of novel, it allows a very complicated plot as well as plots. There is a portrait gallery of characters. Another thing which can be said about novel is we can find a detailed or lengthy full length character study in novel. Okay. When we think of the rise of English novel, before that we should know certain basic things about novel. See, short story, novelette and novel. There are lots of similar things in these three forms of literature, yet there are differences also. By expanding a short story, you cannot make a novel. Similarly, by shortening a novel, you cannot make a short story. So, short story is a different form of literature, novelette is a different form of literature, and novel is also different form of literature. Today we are going to see the general topic, the rise and development of English novel. There are various factors which led to the rise and development of English novel. First factor is the gradual extension of reading class. See, 18th century is taken as the rich flowering age of prose. Actually, reading activity itself became popular in 18th century. Now, when we think of 18th century increase in reading public, before that we have to see the history of reading public or reading class. Formerly, more than 50% of people in England were called as poor people. See, even the basic needs like food, shelter, as well as clothing were not at all satisfied by these people. They were so poor, and naturally, it was beyond their capacity to purchase as well as read books. Another thing which can be said was is this. Poor people, they used to stay in very small houses, and actually they used to suffocate in these houses. There was no proper ventilation, there was not enough light, and another thing was that then a window tax was added, and due to this window tax, again their stay itself became quite expensive. Another thing which can be said is that the prices of novels or books in general were so high that these people could not afford to purchase the books and read these books. Actually, the price of any book as such was so high that in that price these poor people could stay or for 1 week or 2 weeks. So books were quite expensive one, and that is why these poor people could not purchase these books. And most important thing is that literacy was very less or low. Now there were so many factors. First reason was that actually these poor people were not at all given any sort of incentive or encouragement to learn reading. And due to their poor financial condition, they could not afford schooling. Schooling itself was very expensive one. Even they were private school or public schools. And naturally these poor people could not afford to go to the school, take education and learn reading. Another thing is at that time certain missionaries had started schools, but in these schools they focused on religious education. That is, they did not mean to make the people literate. They simply wanted to spread Christianity, and that is why much encouragement was not at all given just to become literate, or due to this literacy was not at all increased. Literacy remained limited one, and as majority of the people, or more than 50% of the people, were illiterate naturally, they could not read as well as write. Another thing is that limited, so many farmers, then the children of these farmers, people of lowest class, sailors as well as soldiers, these people were were literally illiterate. They were unable to read and write. Afterwards, what happened? Opportunities to learn reading became possible or became available to these people, and once these opportunities became available, even these poor people started to read. Another thing is that reading was taken as a necessary quality or accomplishment for only middle class occupations. That is, those who wanted to work somewhere, those who wanted to do any sort of business, those who wanted to undertake or accept any sort of profession, or those who wanted to do those who were involved in business as such. So these traders, these businessmen, they thought that reading is essential, reading is a must. But poor people thought that reading is not at all essential. Without reading also they can earn their bread and butter. And another thing is that they did not have money itself. just to go to the school and learn reading. Another thing is that middle class occupations, chiefly commerce, then administration, then clerical jobs, these jobs were available to those who were literate people. So what happened? Those who were purely farmers or human, their income did not increase. It can be said that actually the income of these people decreased, and naturally they could not prosper in their lives in spite of increasing their wealth, either remained stagnant or their wealth decreased. And so very few people from the laboring class could acquire technical knowledge, could become literate and involved in reading as well as they could develop themselves. Another thing is that this main increase in reading class took place only in the early 18th century. As I told you in the beginning, early 18th century or 18th century is taken as a golden era, or it is taken as the age of prose. It is the age in which novel as well as fiction prospered. Another thing is that shopkeeper actually new reading class is the class which emerged between which is a mediator class, we can say, between well-to-do people and poor people. A new class emerged, and this intermediate class of people actually became literate. Now the reason of their literacy, why they became literate? They became literate simply because their financial condition improved. See, merchants, shopkeepers were the people who slowly became affluent or rich. And this increased affluence or increased wealth itself enabled these people to learn, and once they became literate, then they naturally turn towards reading. See, this increased affluence only brought these merchants, these shopkeepers in the orbit of middle class activities. That is, formerly the activities which were restricted to only middle class, these activities these newly rich people could do, and this caused the increase in the reading class. Actually, the number of readers also increased a lot in 18th century only. It is said that the number of people who were able to read, or number of literate people, though this number increased in 18th century, this number was not at all a great number or big number. But even then, it was greater than the number of previous illiterate people. Now today, or in present day, we find maximum people are literate, they are able to read. But this was not the case in 18th century. So when more and more people became literate, they turned towards reading. And another thing is that novel is that form of literature which doesn't need or require any special training, or even though you are not elite people, even though you are not developed literary taste, such people also can read the novel, enjoy the novel. And novel being very easy, we can say, form of literature. These newly literate people turned towards novel, or they were attracted towards novel. Another thing is that at that time there were people who were less affluent, and these less affluent people could not read or heroic romances. There were two reasons. The heroic romances were quite lengthy and they were quite expensive. And the thing is that they did not have time enough to read these heroic romances, and they did not have money to purchase these heroic romances. Another thing is that early 18th century is a period when even the workers or laborers also were drawn towards learning, simply because continuously they were not supposed to work, and whenever they had leisure time, in that leisure time they were drawn towards learning and they learned reading. Now, second factor which led to the development of English novel is the decline of drama. As you know, every form of literature is the outcome of something which was former one, which was older one, and when this older form becomes objectionable, or when there are excesses in older form, any new form takes its place or takes birth. Now, it is said that novel arose when drama declined, and when heroic romances declined, drama took its place. When drama declined, novel took its place. Now, let me tell you certain things. There was a time, actually in Elizabethan period, this period is between 1558 to 1603. See, this is a period when Queen Elizabeth ruled over the throne of England. And in Elizabethan period, drama was more popular. In Jacobean period, just like Elizabethan period, in Jacobean period also the same form of entertainment was popular, that is drama was popular. This Jacobean period is between 1603 to 1625. See, in Jacobean period also the same form, that is drama, was very much popular, or drama enjoyed its popularity. Afterwards came the Restoration period. See, Restoration period is from 1660 to 1700. Restoration period is that period when King Charles II was restored, or King Charles II once again occupied the throne of England, and that is why this period is taken as Restoration period. Now, drama of that period is called as Restoration Comedy of Manners. That is, during 1660 to 1700, Restoration comedy was popular one. This restoration comedy is called as comedy of manners also, simply because it describes the manners, the life of only a particular class of people, elite class of people, or what we call as aristocratic people. In restoration comedy, the setting is restricted to coffee houses, pubs, theaters, gambling houses. Another thing about restoration comedy is that restoration comedy deals with the lives of only elite people or aristocratic people. Common people have no place in restoration comedy, and common people are simply they are either servants or footmen like people. Another thing about restoration comedy is that in a restoration comedy there is a play of words. That is, every character in restoration comedy tries to outwit others or tries to show how superior that character is to the other persons. And due to this, restoration comedy becomes very difficult for common people to understand. Another thing is that in a restoration comedy, what we find is that eat, drink, and be merry. This is the philosophy of the people in a restoration comedy. Another thing is that not only men but even women are involved in so many affairs, so many scandals are there, and in restoration comedy, there are intrigues after intrigues. That is, every person tries to outwit others, tries to defeat others, and due to this, restoration comedy became objectionable, or especially those who were Puritans. They raised strong objections against restoration comedy because even women in restoration comedy, they are interested in having affairs with so many men. So restoration comedy came under attack simply because it was unnatural, it was immoral, it was artificial. And when people raised strong objections against the excesses in restoration comedy, public interest in restoration comedy declined. People started to criticize this restoration comedy, and in such a situation, some other form of literature was to take its place, or it was necessary, and at such a time, novel arose, and this novel took the place of restoration comedy of manners. That is, novel tried to replace drama, and this drama had replaced heroic romances of the previous period. This is second feature of, or a second reason for the rise of English novel. Third feature is this.